Good morning YouTube, my name's John Sparkman and today we're going to look at a £15 field monitor. Cue the new intro. Yes, welcome back. As I said, my name's John Sparkman. Even though it's 23 degrees outside, I've had to close the windows to stop the noise coming in and I am still wearing my favourite sweater. Now the intro to this video says that you can get a £15 field monitor. It's not quite accurate, but it's close enough. So you may be wondering, how do you get yourself a £15 field monitor when the cheapest ones online are about £150? So this is a reversing screen used in cars. You know, you connect a camera to the back of your car, you can see where you're going backwards. These ones are mega cheap, they're about 5 inches in diameter. They do smaller and they do bigger. I would recommend getting the biggest one, obviously. And all you have to do is attach a small cold shoe to the back. Let's jump in straight away and show you how I attached it to this friction arm. Wow, okay. That ain't coming off anytime soon. So I tried a load of different methods. I unscrewed the entire back panel and I drilled a hole straight through it and tried to screw in one of these cold shoe mounts, but in the end I just used a lot of super glue. Cold shoe mounts would cost you about £3. The field monitor cost me about £12. The only other things you need is a friction arm, which I haven't costed into this. Mine cost me about £10 and I do need to get a load more of these because these are the best things in the world. I have a plan of attaching 8 of these to the bottom of a camera and making it walk around like a tarantula one day. The other items that you need to make this work is the red, white and yellow composite cable that came with your camera that connects into the side AV port. This is particularly important because the attachments on this only have white and yellow composites. You cannot do HD or anything like that. I don't think they ever made an HD reversing screen. What happens when you've got the composite camera cable going out of the camera, going into the white and yellows of this reversing camera, you have a red port that goes out, you just attach it to a standard 12 volt kind of plug, UK plug kind of thing. I've got them lying around everywhere, so again I didn't put that into the pricing. Obviously, as this is a mains powered unit, you can't use this on the field. This is probably the reason why it's so cheap. But again, I only bought this because the 6D, which I'm filming this on, doesn't have a flippy outy screen. If I had a flippy out screen, I wouldn't need to do this tutorial and I wouldn't get all the views from you guys. Just to set it up for YouTube vlogging like I am now, you get your friction arm, and you keep it tight right in the middle so it can't move anywhere. Then you get your reversing screen with your cold shoe stuck to the back, it ain't going anywhere. And hopefully you've got the one that's got that threaded socket right in the middle there. I don't know what size that is, I think it might be 1/4 I hear that quite a lot, or a quarter, or you know, these kind of things. It's whatever size it is, the ones that you can buy on Amazon in bulk for a couple of pounds. Screw it right in, it's the only way it's going to happen. Round and round. And obviously don't over tighten it too much or you'll dislodge the super glue and you'll have to do that all again. Now just loosen up that middle cog, attach it to your tripod and aim your screen as close to you as possible, directly under where your camera's lens is. Don't put it too high or you may start to get something a bit like this, but keep it a bit lower, round about there, and tighten up that middle cog until it doesn't move at all. Cool, so now we have a front facing screen. It's probably about the same size as a flippy outy screen, and all it does is it mirrors what would be on the back on the live view. So you can actually use this if you are doing live view in a photography mode as well, but you can just generally look through the back of the camera if you're doing that, so there's little point to it now. It does show all of the settings are on the back of the camera, so if you press the info button on, for example, my 6D, you'll actually get up kind of the settings you're using, including what kind of frames and, you know, all the specifics, even like a level going on, so it's completely a mirror image of what's happening on the back of the camera. The only problem is this is kind of a widescreen format. You want to press the buttons on the back depending on what kind of reversing screen you've got until you get your original ratio of the back of the camera. Although you are getting the most out of your screen and the best value for money, you are going to have a nice wide face as a result of this stretching. There's obviously other functions you can use. Directly behind this screen I have a nice 42-inch TV. Next to it is an HD cable. I can just plug one end into the TV, one end into the camera, and I've got a huge 42-inch wide screen. The only reason why I'm not doing that is because you'd see my eyes darting all over the screen behind me, whereas this tiny little screen beneath me is only a couple of inches wide, and you don't see the eyes moving around as much. I don't look as shifty. So anyway, I completely recommend getting one of these little screens. If you're looking at getting field monitors, which you would only use at home or somewhere with power, definitely get one of these reversing screens. Get yourself a mains power cord, which, you know, everyone's got one. I think mine's from a guitar stomp box. Back in the day when I was in a band, I had about 7 of these all daisy chained together. So I've just used that, and I've just used the composite cable. If you bought your camera secondhand, you might not have it, but I bought mine new because I'm a nice boy, even though I did import it from Hong Kong, from Digital Rev. So they still gave me the cable, and I can do this job quite adequately and give you these sparkling new videos. So I hope you liked this. I'm going to cut in some B-roll as well, so hopefully this should be a bit more interesting than my talking head and waving hands. If you like the video, please share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!